I was really struggling with a lot of negativity in my mind, just a lot of negative self-talk. Very much like tantrums happening inside my head. But before we get into that, do you like my candy cane? It used to have red stripes on it, and now it's kind of sad. But at least we still have our Christmas tree up, because why take it down? It's so pretty and cozy and fun to enjoy until it dies. So it's still alive, so staying up for now for this foreseeable future. Let's see if we can make it to February. Maybe it'll make it to Valentine's Day. We'll see. Okay, just had to break that for a second because this is gonna get rough, but it feels very vulnerable, and it feels very weird to talk about, but I think I'm going to talk about it because I don't know. Not that I necessarily have a solution for you, because blah blah blah, disclaimer that I'm no expert, whatnot, but it just, sometimes I think we deal with things and we're kind of like, oh, it's just me, like nobody else ever goes through this, or I'm completely weird and have something wrong with me that is something only I am ever going to deal with and nobody understands, and there's no fix and there's no whatever. More and more, as I've dealt with things, as I've seen other people deal with things, I feel like there's just, if there's a problem, there's a solution. I don't know, it just seems like there has to be some sort of solution. Obviously, there's chronic diseases, there's spinal injuries, there's, I don't know, all these things that seem to not have a solution, but there's ways to, I'm not going to get too much into too deep of stuff. Anyway, this is my experience that I just wanted to share. And okay, my first example before I share my other story is that both times when I was pregnant with my two different kids, I got to a point in my pregnancy, and actually I think multiple times in each pregnancy, maybe it was getting up several times in the night to use the bathroom, or feeling sore or pain, or something that you're like, oh, it's just a normal pregnancy thing, there's nothing I can do about it. Well, several times, I'm telling you, I thought I reached a point of, okay, this is just pregnancy, that's just how it is, I have to deal with it until I give birth. There was one scenario in particular where I could barely walk. Everything hurt. My pelvis was terribly sore. I waddled like a duck. I was super slow. It was terrible getting up and sitting down, and everything just hurt. So it was terrible. And then I went to this massage lady that does also energy work and works and moves energy. After I left her session, I felt like a different person. I felt fresh and new and wonderful and amazing and pain-free, and that continued till the end of my pregnancy. I don't know why I in particular have gone through so many different situations where I just think this is just it. It's just gonna suck forever. There's just no way out of this. There's no fixing it. There's no making it better. Something else that I've found myself in this mindset of just it's just terrible and there's nothing I can do, is when I'm starting to feel sick. If my throat starts hurting or whatever, you can just kind of feel oh, you're feeling a little under the weather. It turns out you can actually do things to prevent that. Or as soon as you start noticing something, you can be proactive and kind of switch things around. So now this was before, I don't know, in the past couple of years, I suppose I've changed this mindset a bit. But now when I feel something coming on, or even like I said, I shared my magic tincture, my magic garlic mixture that has prevented me from getting sick, I think, a lot. But if I don't take it, then I do get sick. And then sometimes if I feel something coming on, up your vitamins, exercise more, get some more fresh air, drink a lot more water, take some lemon in your tea. Like, there are things you can do to help yourself, and you don't have to sit there and suffer and just let it consume you. So, okay. I wrote this thing when I was in the thick of this struggle. I almost feel like I should read it because it's really raw and real, but I just don't like when I read something because it sounds like you're reading it. I wanted to convey the feelings that I was feeling, but I'll do a halfway medium read and trying not to make it sound like I'm reading. Maybe that'll work. I've had some struggles. I wouldn't say depression, although maybe I had some moments of more mild depression compared to what some people go through. Definitely bad moods, unhappiness, and that negativity that I was talking about. Just terrible mind chatter that's very negative. Waking up and the first thing that I do is just groan and literally have a tantrum inside of my head that, oh, poor me, I have to get up early and I have to do this and then I have to do that and then I have to do this and that and the other thing. And oh my gosh, I hate getting up and I don't want to get out of my cozy bed and I hate this alarm and I'm so annoyed and all types of terrible stuff and a lot of bad words that I'm not going to use. And whenever I'm in these negative states and bad moods and terrible self-talk, I just feel it's not me. And whenever I feel I'm in these terrible moods and negative states and just really bad self-talk, I feel it's not me. I know myself as a positive, happy person who gets excited about random little things. I had pain in my back, for example, and in my wrist. I had been having problems in my wrist and in my neck and shoulder. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Nuh-uh, I have not. Wait a second. Okay, I'm just realizing this right now. After I wrote this, and then you'll get to the bright side in a second, I was thinking like, did I have been having that pain? I don't really know if I've been having that pain. Just like a daily pain. My wrist always hurt. My neck, shoulder always hurt. I just thought it was from being on my computer. My lower back, oh my gosh, hurt like crazy, especially when I was sitting for long periods of time. Okay, back to my writing. Always, oh, my back hurts. Oh, my wrist hurts. Oh, my neck hurts. Oh my gosh, how terrible, awful. My life is so hard. And then I had this energy work done. And the very next day, because sometimes when you leave a session, you feel great, but then it like not really sure until the next. So this was a late evening session. The next day, I felt light. I felt amazing. My wrist, I can do push-ups again. I haven't been able to do push-ups in over a year. Like, I've tried a couple times, but it always makes my wrist feel worse. I've done some push-ups and my wrist is fine. I could pick up my kids without wincing or making my pain worse. My back, I've been working on my computer for so long. This is my writing. I'm working on my computer for hours and realize I haven't had to stop and stretch and lean over and readjust. My neck, I haven't stopped work to like push on that one sore spot that I always was doing. I feel lighter. I feel amazing. Absolutely great. My kids had spills and accidents and one thing after another. I kid you not. The day after I had this energy session, that morning it was the next evening. We had a day. I'm talking accidents on the carpet, like really nasty accidents on the carpet and like a whole carton of eggs on the floor and messes and spills and tantrums, and it didn't faze me. I was perfectly fine. No inner mind, mental me spazzing out that, oh my gosh, I gotta clean up another mess. Nothing. I just calmly said, okay, let's clean it up. Okay, let's clean it up. Okay, let's clean it up. And generally, I'm saying I'm not 100% amazing, but generally I do keep myself pretty calm and try not to let that show to my kids if they do make a mistake, an honest mistake. Obviously, kids, we all make mistakes. I constantly spill stuff. There's no reason to yell at a kid if they spill something, right? I do my best. But this was like another level of, not even in my mind did I have these feelings or thoughts. I woke up in the morning and I was so freaking tired. But the first thing I heard my mind say was, you got this. You can do it. Over and over and over. I just like caught myself saying that. And I thought to myself, this is not my normal, usual types of things that I hear when I first wake up. This negative side of me, like I said, I was struggling with it. It was very frustrating. It made me very angry. I made myself very angry. I was just very angry. I was having a hard time. I can't say, obviously, for reasons, disclaimer, I can't say that that was the only thing that changed for me. There may have been other things, like I've been working on this. I've been trying to fix it. I've been trying different things, just tell yourself, just when you hear that negative talk, just flip it and speak positive. Well, I don't know what you can do to change certain things that you're struggling with, but I do believe that everyone has this side of themselves that is positive and happy and excited to be alive and seize the day and to wake up and to do things, and a calm side that doesn't freak out at every little accident and problem. We just need to find it. Somehow or another, we need to find that self inside of ourselves. I feel so much better, indescribably, inexplainably, inextricably, whatever the right word is, undescribably better. And I love me, and I love this happy me. One way that I knew that this wasn't me, because I think I've been struggling like that for really long. I mean, it goes in waves. There's times when I'm better, times when it's worse, times when that voice is louder and more angry, and times when it's a little more chilled out. But I just think back to myself in, like, I don't know, high school, when I would, or even just moments where I'm really happy. Like when I used to go snowboarding, I would wake up in the morning. This is something I love about watching the snowfall. I would come and look out the window and just stare at the snow, and it would just make me feel so happy and warm inside. And I would just think, what a perfect snowboarding day. And the entire day it would be like putting stuff together, driving to the snow hill, spending the day at the hill, and then driving home just exhausted and just so happy that you had such a great day. Like, I think of myself in those moments, or in other memories that I have, where I was just so peacefully happy. And I think in those angry moments that there's something off here. These two people don't align. Something's not right. Something needs to be fixed. And obviously we have days where it's just rough, and we don't have to be like, oh, everything's wrong and completely off and whatever. But I feel like at some point you just know whether something's off and maybe this is your year. I have people in my life who are like really truly struggling, and obviously, oh man, it's so hard to talk about some of this stuff online, because there's like so much disclaimer and so much this and that and nuance, and everybody experiences differently. But some people really truly struggling to the point of like, I'm not going to get into it, but I always wish I could do something more. And sometimes I feel like sharing my stories of this kind of stuff and where I've found myself on the other side, it's almost like sad too, because there's other people going through so much worse and I just don't know how to help them. But I don't know. What can I say? But I'm always here to listen, even if I don't know how to give advice or whatnot. But I have this stick in my hand and anyway, I think one way we can help others is to just help ourselves. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get better myself so that I can be a shining light in this world, maybe for somebody somewhere. And I don't know, maybe grow some sort of positive community that people find refuge in, maybe makes them feel a little better. Who knows? I feel like I need to stop. I need to say something else before I leave. Have a great day. Is that all I can come up with? Okay. Have a great day. Put some effort into helping yourself if you are not having a great day. Do something for yourself. Do something you enjoy. Give yourself a moment. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.